Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful sunny day, and the birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and just positive vibes, beautiful vibes are just flowing all throughout Mother Nature, and it's just beautiful. So, I just wanted to share a message with you today, and the biggest thing that I want to communicate to everyone right now is the importance of balance. And balance is so important in terms of your emotions, in terms of nature, in terms of basically everything that is flowing through this universe right now. So I can understand with parents who are working during this coronavirus, they're working at home. They're probably doing a lot of office work in terms of sitting at their desk, doing a lot of computer work. And I just want to express the importance of taking time to yourself, even though you feel swamped and loaded with so much work, because I can't express how important it is to take care of yourself as well during this crisis. And I don't really want to see it as a crisis because I see it as a blessing because people are resting at this moment in time. If you feel you're not resting, it's okay because everything's going to work out. But when I talk about the importance of taking care of yourself, it's just doing that inner work and understanding what you're feeling on the inside during this moment. We are so guilty of just pushing away and repressing emotions, and we just bury it inside of us. And it's a scary thing because it comes out in external ways in terms of self harm, medicating, alcoholism, and depression. But that all stems from not doing our inner work. Our inner work is so crucial. And I came from a place where I burned myself out. So the thing that I'm learning right now is about compassion fatigue. And I read an article about this healthcare worker. He's a physician, and he was so excited about his career at the beginning. After graduating, he was so uplifted and positive. And it got to the point where he worked so hard and he was so burnt out and tired because he just kept working and working and working and not realizing that he was actually creating more harm on himself than, doing good for himself. So this came from, not exercising, not eating well, not, doing self reflection, not meditating. And he actually developed compassion fatigue. And it's so dangerous because we get to the point of depression and we get to the point of, wanting to lose our jobs or wanting to leave our jobs. And, I can tell you at a vulnerable standpoint that I was at that point in my life. I was literally putting so much on my plate. I felt that I had to make a schedule for myself. I felt that I had to, have each time slot filled with something. And I was carrying a bigger load on myself than I needed. And I really didn't need that. So I went from being a hard worker, a workaholic, a go, 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 go person, to being restful, being with myself, being in my inner peace, being with self reflection, meditation, and I've just seen a night and day difference in myself. I've been doing daily meditations and doing inner self reflections, and I cannot express how much I have felt a difference in my inner self and how I'm even dealing with my own emotions, even how my reactions are. Like, I am less reactive towards situations that I can't control. And I literally just let it slide off my back. I've never been like that. I used to be very projected person, like my emotions would be projected through my experiences. My reactions were very hostile, and anger would just come through, and I wouldn't even recognize myself if it was 5 years ago. It was just, it was crazy. So, my message is create a sense of balance. So, in the article that I was reading, it was talking about balance. So, if you feel that you're overworked, you're overloaded with work, step away and actually take time to go for a walk, or, read or do something that you actually enjoy doing, because you need that. You honestly need that. So I'm actually doing a course right now. It's revolving around resiliency, self care, and, spiritual, emotional, and physical balance. And the TED Talk that I watched was talking about balancing our emotions. So one of the studies was people who actually had higher paying jobs, or they had good things happen to them in their lives, or they had a successful relationship, whatever the case may be, they were operating at a higher happiness level, but they weren't actually happy. Because when we have over an abundance of happiness, there comes a point where we're going to crash and burn. So it's almost like we need to have a balance of happiness and a balance of negative emotions. Because even if we experience like guilt, shame, fear, anger, we're going to learn from that, and we're going to bounce back to, this is where I was and this is where I want to be. So we almost need to have that, I don't want to say polarity, because we almost need to have polarity, but we need to have happiness and negative emotions. We learn from our fears, we learn from our struggles, we learn from our challenges, and that's what creates this inner balance in ourselves. I was never always this peaceful person who did meditation. I had to go through a dark spell in my life. There was a point where I didn't even know who I was. I didn't come to terms with my emotions. I was just suppressing it and suppressing it and suppressing it. And eventually it just blew up in my face. And I got to the point where people had to tell me, like, you need to take time for yourself. And that part was foreign to me, because I just believed in working, and this is what we're told to do, is work, 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 work. Do our tasks, do our duties, do our responsibilities. But we need to actually step away and take time to ourselves, take that rest. Even if you feel like you need to step away, like take a sabbatical, whatever it is, it's so important for your mental health and your mental well-being, your physical well-being, everything on a spiritual, mental, and a physical level. Because this is how people are suffering through this world, because we don't actually take time to ourselves. So I cannot express the importance of balance. Like, I cannot express it more. It is just so important, and our universe is built on balance, from color to mathematics to our emotions. Like, there's a reason why we have negative emotions, and we feel that we have to push them away because they're negative, and we've been taught that negativity is a bad thing, but it's not. It's honestly not. It's a beautiful thing because we learn and grow through it in a mental, physical, and spiritual level. It is a beautiful thing. So I challenge you to actually take time to yourself and sit with yourself and see what emotions you are experiencing within yourself. Because I can guarantee you that there's a lot of emotions that you have suppressed over the years. I can honestly vouch for that. I was in that space. So this is the time to be with yourself. Sit time in reflection and meditation. Sit in nature. Honestly, spring is here, and spring is about watering those seeds that you have planted over the years and seeing them flourish. Don't be so hard on yourself. The things that you have done in your life are honestly sprouting. The things that you have done for your children, the things that you are doing for your children, such a beautiful thing. And I honestly praise you for doing so many beautiful things in your lives, in your children's lives, in your family's lives. You're beautiful human beings. We're spiritual beings. And we honestly need to take time and be in ourselves. It's a scary thing. I know it is. Just even if you take like 10 minutes out of your day, it makes such a difference. When I meditate, I honestly feel like I'm waking up from a nap. It's like an energizing feeling that I feel so refreshed after. I am so proud of everyone during this moment. I know it's a hard time, it's a challenging time, but whatever you're experiencing right now, you're experiencing it for a reason. Listen to yourself, listen to your body, listen to your mind, listen to your spirit. Have a wonderful day.